位 Natalie 呢，也是我们 Proud Second Generation， 她是9例陈朋友跟詹先生的 Outstanding daughter. She's gonna do her sharing.
On February 28, 1947, a violent crackdown began in Taiwan following tensions between local residents and government authorities. What had started as a dispute quickly escalated into island-wide unrest. The government's response led to the deaths and disappearances of thousands upon thousands of civilians. This tragedy, known as the February 28th Massacre, marked the beginning of decades of political repression, known as White Terror. 大家好, I'm Natalie Chan, a third-generation Taiwanese American, and tonight I have the honor of sharing with you my thoughts on the February 28th Massacre and the importance of acknowledging it while moving forward. For over 40 years, this unlawful, brutal massacre was heavily silenced until martial law was lifted in 1987. Even so, they failed to appear in history textbooks, for the government chose to fear for their image. They chose to save their reputation over truth. Despite this massacre happening 79 years ago, its lessons are still relevant today. In 1980, the Lin family was brutally murdered. Despite being the most high-profile homicide case in Taiwanese history, investigators are still investigating this case 50 years later today. Yet, despite this big case, many Taiwanese citizens still don't know about it. And it wasn't until a movie was released without the family's consent that people began to learn the truth, or what they thought was the truth. Because to the family's terror, this movie spread false information about the case. And this is precisely why remembrance matters. When societies fail to tell their own stories truthfully, others will tell them instead. If we do not continue to speak out about the February 28th massacre, if we do not continue to pass on these stories to our future generations, one day the stories of our ancestors will be rewritten beyond recognition. But while acknowledgement is essential, so is moving forward. Moving forward does not mean forgetting. Moving forward means refusing to let tragedies permanently divide society. Taiwan in 1947 is not the same Taiwan today. The country has undergone what I believe is one of the most remarkable political transformations in modern history. After the martial law lifting in 1987, Taiwan began its descent towards democracy, and over time, Taiwan achieved its first direct presidential election in 1996. The very society that was silent learned not only to speak, but to debate, to organize, and to hold their leaders accountable. Additionally, Taiwan has also experienced an extraordinary economic and technological progression, going from an agrarian economy into a global innovation hub. It has become a substantial part of the modern world through its leadership in semiconductor manufacturing. This growth shows that no matter how bruised our history may be, we can and have come back stronger than ever. History should not chain us to the past, but instead, it should guide us forward to a better future. By remembering the victims of the February 28th incident while continuing to build a fair and democratic society, Taiwan demonstrates that even from tragedy, growth is possible. And that is why we must both acknowledge and move forward. Thank you.
Wow, Natalie, wonderful. Thank you.